I cried for like 3 months straight. I would just be like walking around crying. And, but as time went on and, I had to deal with the reality.
That pain Diddy was talking about? Yeah, turns out it might have been deeper than we thought, not just heartbreak, but the weight of a dirty secret he's been carrying. Fast forward to today, and word is Diddy just broke down in court, finally, admitting he had to silence Kim Porter to keep her quiet about what she knew. In this video, we're diving deep into what Diddy reportedly confessed, why Kim Porter might have been a threat to his empire, and how this courtroom moment could change everything. Let's get into it. The suspicious circumstances, first things. First, let me put y'all up on the game for the newbies who ain't hip to the situation. Kim Porter, fine wine model and actress, was found dead in her Toluca Lake crib on November 15th, 2018, at only 47 years young. Official word, lobar pneumonia. But listen, something in the milk ain't clean. The Los Angeles County Coroner's office said it was pneumonia. But I'm looking at that like I look at a SoundCloud rapper claiming to be the next Drake. I ain't buying it. Chief Roger Bonds, who was running with Diddy's crew, wasn't feeling that pneumonia story either. Check what he had to say.
47-year-old dying from pneumonia sounds crazy. Right. Especially someone who has means to the best doctors and everything else like that. I can imagine if some homeless person dies of pneumonia, I get it. Right. But someone who has access to the best hospitals, the best doctors, to die from pneumonia sounds crazy.
That's like saying LeBron can't afford a decent hairline, or that Kylie Jenner woke up like that. Make it make sense, fam. Then we got Al B. Sure, Kim's ex and baby daddy to her son Quincy. Straight calling cap on the pneumonia story.
Believe that she died of pneumonia?
Absolutely not.
Why? What evidence do you have?
She was in the best of health.
She was in the best of health. Not out here looking sickly or nothing. Al B. Sure was with her right before she passed, celebrating their son's Netflix Christmas bag. She wasn't on her deathbed. She was glowing and good. And peep this. Al B. Sure said Diddy might have had something to do with his own health problems too.
I think specifically then that Sean Diddy Combs or people affiliated with him did something to you that caused you to have multi-organ failure.
I believe this to be the case, yes. Absolutely.
Wow.
That ain't just throwing shade. That's like bringing the whole eclipse to Diddy's doorstep. Word on the street is Al B. Sure got his security beefed up because he ain't trying to be the next one on a t-shirt. Gene Deal, who used to be Diddy's muscle, co-signed that Al's security upgrade makes all the sense in the world.
You heard about Al B. Shore increasing his security?
I spoke to Al a couple of times, and he texted me a couple of times too. I think knowing the history of them two, if he did increase his security, he have every right to. And I believe that Al knows that Puff has some powerful people, or has some powerful people around him, and some people doing some things for him that could danger his life.
But hold up, because it gets mad wild. Gene Deal dropped a bomb that got the whole internet in a chokehold.
He even said that her casket was ordered 2 months before she died. I don't believe that, man. I swear. I'm not no conspiracy theorist or none of this. But I heard, did you hear something like that, man? That her casket, how you order a gold casket 2 months before somebody died?
You paused. A casket was ordered 2 months before she checked out. That's like ordering funeral flowers for somebody who just posted a gym selfie. How do you know? You need a casket, unless you are planning something mad grimy. According to John Deal, the investigation was looking real lightweight.
How is it that, and this is her say, that the detectives did not even view the body in the bed where she died at? That the coroner them had already removed her, pronounced her dead, and told the detectives them that it was no foul play. And if that is true, as I've heard it, and we read certain things on the internet about it, that case need to be reopened.
The detectives didn't even peep the body where she died. The coroner had already yanked her and said no foul play before the detectives even pulled up. That's like the ref calling a game without watching the play. What kind of bootleg? Investigation they are running. And check this weirdness. Kim supposedly got a whole massage while having pneumonia.
We know that Kim, and it's in the this is in the documentation, shout out the paperwork, at the paperwork part. I gotta shout him out, man, because he looked in the paperwork and it said Kim received a massage for about an hour when she's supposed to have full-blown pneumonia.
Facts. Who getting rubbed down while battling pneumonia? That's like trying to fix your transmission with a car wash. Make it make sense, bro. According to Roger Bonds, Kim wasn't cooking up no tell-all book about Diddy like the rumors were saying. She was writing children's books, but she was trying to break free from Diddy's financial chokehold.
And she didn't like the way that Puff controlled her and controlled the money that he would give her for the kids. So she wanted to make sure her exact words were, this not gonna run my kids like this. I want them to have their own money like Russell and his kids have.
Yeah.
So she was trying to build a foundation for them to have their own following. And that's what the book was about, kids' book.
Now y'all see the vibes? Kim Porter was trying to cut the financial umbilical cord with Diddy. She was on her boss lady energy, trying to build generational wealth for her seeds. And then, just like that, she gets pneumonia, and it's a wrap. And what about this wild story? An IV drip at what might have been her birthday or Diddy's birthday turn-up.
He said, but I think it was Kim's birthday or even Diddy's birthday, and they went over to the Miami house, and they said that Kim had an IV in her arm the whole night. So I guess she was feeling sick or wasn't feeling right, and they put the IV in her. But she said that whole night that Kim had the IV and she was acting funny. And they thought it was just because of drinks or something, like, oh, Kim must be drunk or something. But she said, Bonds, she literally only had 2 drinks. And she said the next day is when Kim started complaining about being sick. Where Kim lives in Toluca Lake and where Puff lives is literally 15 minutes over the hill. And Puff told him, yeah, I heard she was sick. And he said, nah, man, like, she don't feel good. Like, she don't sound the same. You need to get over there. And he said that's when Puff went over there.
Oh,
and,
so Puff went to go see her
yeah.
right before she died.
Yeah, but when he got there, she was dead. So they say.
Oh.
IV at a birthday function. That's not giving regular vibes. That's giving something in the water vibes. That's like bringing a parachute to a submarine. It don't make no sense. Unless you plotting something real sketch. Now let's talk about Diddy's whereabouts when Kim checked out. Word is, he wasn't at her spot when she died, but he pulled up right after.
I don't think Diddy had anything to do with her passing away.
I would hope he don't, because even their relationship, when people ask me, I can say as many bad things as I can say about Puff, but at the same time, if someone was to ask me, do I think he loved Kim? I think he loved Kim. I really do. And I don't know.
That they say. Diddy's doing more heavy lifting than a CrossFit instructor during New Year's resolution season. The timeline's looking real convenient for Diddy, no cap. He's just far enough to have an alibi, but close enough to be on the scene quick. That's like showing up to the function after they cleaned, but before they bring out the food. Sus timing, if you ask me. Now, I ain't saying for sure that Diddy had something to do with Kim Porter checking out early. Even Roger Bonds was on the fence.
That's what I'm gonna say. I don't know to what lengths a person would go to when you're dealing with billions of dollars and you're dealing with so many different things, and to have somebody have all that information and know so much about you. I can't say no more with everything that came out that he definitely didn't. I would hate to find out that he did.
When you got billions on the line, power moves, skeletons in the closet, and someone who knows so much about you, that's a recipe for some grimy business. And with everything that's dropped about Diddy since Kim passed, Cassie's abuse allegations, the federal trafficking charges, the RICO case, it's looking real dire when we look back at what happened to Kim Porter and what Kim knew. First, let's break down their situation. Sean, Diddy Combs, and Kim Porter's thing started way back in '94. They were on again, off again for more than a decade, until they finally called it quits in 2007. During that time, they had 3 shorties together, son Christian King, Combs, born in '98, and twin daughters Delilah and Jessie, born in '06. Diddy also helped raise Porter's son Quincy from her previous situation with Albie. Sure, that's 13 whole years of knowing all of Diddy's business, the good, the bad, and the ugly. That's longer than some rappers' entire careers. Imagine having somebody who knows all your passwords, all your side pieces, all your financial moves, and where all the bodies are buried, for 13 years straight. That's a whole lot of potential receipts. What makes this extra spicy is what Roger Bonds, who was in Diddy's inner circle, said about what Kim might have known.
I don't know to what lengths a person would go to when you're dealing with billions of dollars and you're dealing with so many different things, and to have somebody have all that information and know so much about you. I can't say no more with everything that came out that he definitely didn't. I would hate to find out that he did.